Hi, this is Barbara Niven with Show Business 101 Productions and Performance Coaching. And this is the infamous celebrity voice coach to the stars, Bob Corff.
Hello.
And you've heard me talk about him so much. You've changed me so much. You know, I remember when I first started coming to you. Oh, I am somebody, it terrifies me to ever think about singing or why. I don't know why it's such a confront for me, but
I can tell you.
Why is that?
Well, because singing is such a naked act.
Hello.
You can't hide.
Mm-hmm.
You're completely vulnerable, and so that's why.
So Bob not only works with singers, but he works with speakers, you work with lawyers, with teachers, anybody, because it's so important nowadays to have a good voice to be able to communicate.
To communicate well so that people get it the first time you say it and
Right.
do what you want them to do.
Right, like if you're a business owner and you're doing teleseminars or maybe video seminars or, you know, meetings, maybe networking at an event, you need to have your voice have enough power that it reflects what you do, and so it lands effectively on your audience.
Even talking on the phone.
Right.
There's nothing
Right.
to distract them. It's just the voice.
All your voice. It is naked.
Exactly.
So if you've seen me speak at one of my seminars, or, you know, a lot of times I'll talk about Bob Corff on the radio, because I think it's so important that every single person have at least one voice lesson in their life. And this is what I always promote. I mean, you don't even know this. I always promote you. It's the Bob Corff Speaker's Voice Method, because these are CDs that I've used forever. In my car, you saw the exercises that you do, that you teach in when we're actually having a private lesson in your studio.
I do. There's regular voice exercises, and then there's advanced exercises for when you get to that place.
To that place.
That's
Are
right.
we ever at that place?
Sure, you are.
Oh, please. You know, no, but you have helped me, and you don't even know this, because, for instance, speaking. I do speaking. I speak on eating disorders and pressures to be perfect. And one time I was on the road for 4 days speaking to schools all over Michigan, and it was bam, 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 one school after another, and you know, with big auditoriums. Well, the biggest auditorium on the third day, all of a sudden we start, and the mic system, the sound system went out. And if I hadn't had your training about how to really place my voice where I should be doing it all the time, I would have blown my voice out that day, and I wouldn't have been able to continue the tour. So it's so important to know how to support your voice and what you can do with it.
It really is. And one of the things I say to people is it's not just for that day when you're feeling great.
Yeah.
Technique is so you can be not great, but very, very good, even on the worst day.
Even on the worst days.
That you're breathing, that you're supporting, that your vocal cords know how to coordinate and make the sound you want to make.
Right. Especially when you get tense.
Yes.
As an actor or as a speaker, you know, when your name is starting to be called and is getting closer, and you're watching your time, and you know it's almost time for you to speak, you start closing down, and that's when you need to be able to already know how to warm up your voice, and because stress is hard on your voice, isn't it?
Yeah, because what happens is people lock up their diaphragms. When you get tense, you lock here, and when you're tight here, it pushes everything up, and your larynx gets all pulled up, and then your voice is out of control.
Right.
It's all in your head. You've lost the anchor of your voice. So if you do these exercises, you know where that anchor is,
Right.
and you can go to it. Even when you're nervous, you can sometimes just go, uh-oh, breathe.
Right.
And when you know how to breathe and which place to go to when you ask yourself to breathe, 2 breaths, and now I'm back.
Right. So let's talk about some of the exercises that you do. And they're not just for singers, they're for speakers as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, now I always get so embarrassed when I do this, even privately in your studio, but I've agreed I'm going to do it here too. Please don't judge me on my voice, okay? But let's go ahead. We'll show you a little bit about what people should be doing and they're easy to articulate and put your voice in the right center.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a simple little exercise, and we're going to go bly, B-L-Y, loose lips and mouth, and just breathe, and do bly, 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 bly. Good.
Bly, 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 bly.
Breathe.
Bly, 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 bly.
Stomach out. In.
Bly, 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 bly.
Out.
Bly, 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 bly.
Keep going.
Bly, 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 bly.
Good.
Bly, 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 bly. You know what? You know what I have?
What?
I hate putting my stomach out. We always want to look skinny, and I think that's part of it.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the things I found out about stars is that when I'm on the set with them, sometimes you watch them do the master shot, the whole body is in the shot,
Right.
and they're tucked in and they're looking fabulous. And as soon as they start to move the camera a little bit, they go, "Where are you cutting? Here?" Boom, they just undo their pants.
Love.
And big stars, both
Yeah.
men and women, often will come right into my door, first lesson, "Hello, it's nice to meet you." They walk around, they sit down, and they undo their pants. Because they know they're here to work. They're not
Right.
they're not concerned about
Exactly.
whether I'm going to be comfortable or not.
Right.
They know why they're doing it, because to make a strong sound, you must stick your stomach out, and you've got a great stomach. But everybody thinks I shouldn't stick my stomach out. But to be powerful, to have the support that you want to have,
Right.
you take a breath, the stomach comes out, you bring your stomach back in, and the sound comes pouring out.
It makes such a difference. Like, look,
Yeah.
when I really do that, it makes such a difference.
If
Wow.
you watch a baby,
Wow. I
that's
sound good.
You do.
I sound drunk.
No, you sound powerful.
Yeah, I do. I sound powerful.
Yeah.
You know what? When I use this technique all the time because, as being an actress, I play. Your voice makes a big difference for me with different characters. If I'm playing a victim or playing somebody nice, I maybe sound more like this. If I'm playing someone with balls or I'm playing a bitch, which is the most fun place to play, I put my voice down here and I have more authority. And this is just where I talk. And people better listen, dang it.
Because when you do that, you're resonating in your chest. And when you resonate in your chest, the room resonates and people feel the power of your voice. When you're up here like this, you're disconnected.
Yeah.
You're only resonating in your head. So there's very little power, and people don't take what you say seriously.
That's true. So everybody hates how their voice sounds, right?
Well, most people, when they hear themselves the first time, they're pretty horrified.
Or see themselves on camera, and I get a lot of that in my studio too.
And so you have to learn to love what's good about it, and the part that isn't as good as you want, you can fix, you can change. Now, part of the reason why you think that you don't like your voice is that when you make a sound, you're hearing it resonating inside your head. So that's making a lot of resonation, and you go, "That's the way I sound." When you hear it played back, you're hearing it with your ears, which is how everybody else hears it. So you're shocked that it's not, because a lot of times, especially with women, I'll say, "Let's lower that voice," and they go, "Well, I sound like a man." And I go, "Well, let's play that back." And I go, "Does it sound like a man?"
I remember doing that same thing. I think it's also, especially as a woman, sometimes it's scary. You don't want to be that powerful. You want to kind of back off a little bit and not put your power out there. But your voice is your power.
It's a very big part of your power. As we've talked about before, it's like there's only so many things you have to communicate with. You have your body and you have your voice. And people do work on their bodies. They do exercises, they get plastic surgery, they do all kinds of things to get that voice in shape. I mean, the body in shape, but the voice gets almost no attention.
Right.
When you put some attention, now you've got the full instrument to make a difference with.
Yes, and when you're a speaker or a business person, anything nowadays, especially in this business climate, you've got to make sure you have every advantage going for you. You've got to have your whole instrument ready, including your voice.
Including your voice. And that's what I do. And what's great about it is that people get results. So many times people think that they can't change their voice, that it's just, well, that's my voice, I've always sounded like that. But it's muscles. It's muscles, and if you exercise them and you coordinate these exercises in the way I've put it together, you find that you get strong, that you open your mouth and you go, "Oh, that's great."
I know.
I have a sound.
It's such a confidence builder.
Yes.
Seriously, it's just when you know you're going to sound good, and it's almost grounding too when you breathe and put your voice where I'm grounding myself, but it is you get the confidence that you know you can shine in whatever situation you have. You have it as a go-to thing.
It feeds back on you.
Yeah.
You say hello, and you go, "Oh, I'm here."
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. So make sure that you work with a voice coach at least once in your life. I can't stress that enough, no matter what business you're in. And if you're in Los Angeles, you got to come see Bob Corff. And he works with his wife, his beautiful, gorgeous wife, Claire. And what does Claire do?
Well, she works on people's voices, speaking voices, but she specializes in achieving the standard American accent. So people from all over the world or even in this country,
Right.
if they have an accent that doesn't support them or people have trouble understanding, we work on achieving the standard American accent so people feel it and get it the first time you say it.
And Claire's good too. She
She
works
is
with the
great.
Lee Strasberg studio. I'm going to be a name dropper here. Okay, quick, a few more names. Who else do you work with?
Oh, I've worked with Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Aniston, Antonio Banderas.
Shia LaBeouf.
Thank you.
I love him.
That's right. Channing Tatum.
He's worked with everybody. He's known as a celebrity voice coach to the stars. So do yourself a favor, give yourself a present, and have a session with him. If you're not in Los Angeles, if you can't go to a studio, you can work with him on Skype. You can also get all of these. He's got all of these CDs and things too.
For speakers.
Speakers and?
Achieving the Standard American Accent that I did with Claire, 2 CDs and a big workbook. It's great. And this is for singers.
The singers.
I started as a singer. I starred in 3 Broadway musicals. So
Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted you to tell everybody what you did, because he was actually on Broadway.
Yes.
Many times.
A few times I did. So I did Hair. I did the lead in Hair, Claude. I did that for 11 months. And then I did Jesus and Jesus Christ Superstar.
Wow.
And I did over 1,000 performances of that. And then I did Danny Zuko in Greece. And I was an actor. I was under contract at Universal. I did
Wow.
movies of the week.
Okay, so what was your favorite part on Broadway?
I would say Jesus.
And do you remember anything? Can you sing a little bit, please? I know I'm putting him on the spot.
Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. No. Maybe you'll have to come take a lesson with me before I sing that for you.
Okay, that's incentive. That's good. That's good. Yeah, and that was a good line too.
Thank you.
He's not only cute, he's sharp too. So anyway, thank you so much. I love talking with you again. So
It's always my pleasure.
Yeah, let's go out on a little playing, okay?
Okay, here we go. Let's do Gug, G-U-G. Gug,
Gug, gug,
gug.
Gug, gug, gug. Come on, you try it too.
Gug, gug, gug. Breathe.
Gug, gug, gug. Gug, gug, gug. We're going to be gugging for a while here, so see you later.
Gug.